Welcome to the deep dive.
Mhm.
If you live in a modern city, you probably appreciate the convenience, right? The commerce, the connections.
Absolutely.
But what if the actual structure of those streets, those buildings, is working against your mental health?
It's a really powerful question.
Today, we're opening up a fascinating set of sources. They treat landscape architecture not just as, window dressing.
Not at all. It's seen as a direct therapeutic tool.
We're going straight to the core issue, modern urban stress.
Yeah, our sources, they're based on this really cool interdisciplinary study in Tehran, and they start with a pretty stark observation
Which is,
that the constant grind of city life, the noise, the density, the lack of privacy, it's masking a serious public health crisis.
okay.
Psychological disorders, depression especially, are really climbing the charts of modern urban diseases.
That's why this deep dive feels so necessary. We're trying to move past the general idea that, nature is good for you.
Right, get more specific.
Exactly. Our mission today is to pull out the really granular design details, like the exact percentage of water needed, the best color for a path, even how tall trees should be.
And these are components that experts across different fields, psychiatry, botany, architecture, actually agree on. Things they believe actively reduce depressive symptoms.
And we're tailoring this for you, the listener. We want to give you a kind of knowledge toolkit.
We're aiming to blend psychoanalysis with really practical design advice to show you how the layout of, say, your local park, or maybe the lack of one, how that connects directly to what the sources call the health cycle of cities.
Okay, let's start by framing the problem. Just how big is this issue of depression?
Well, it's staggering, really. The sources confirm that about 1 in 3 people will experience depression at some point.
1 in 3. That's huge globally.
It is. And the research we're looking at today specifically targets moderate depression.
So not just feeling blue for a day or two.
No, exactly. This is the point where symptoms get severe enough that they genuinely disrupt your life. Home life, work life.
Like what kind of symptoms?
We're talking about things like chronic insomnia, this overwhelming sense of grief, and a really profound, debilitating lack of concentration and energy.
Right, debilitating.
Yeah, these are the symptoms that a therapeutic landscape has to actively combat.
And the sources highlight that this fight is significantly harder for women, right?
Yes, the gender disparity is really striking. It's maybe one of the most shocking parts of the initial data. Women are just markedly more vulnerable to both depression and anxiety than men.
How much more vulnerable?
The statistics are pretty clear. Women show prevalence rates about 1.1 to 1.7 times higher.
Wow.
And across their entire lifetime, women are somewhere between 50% to 60% more at risk of experiencing these disorders.
That's a massive difference.
It is. And this high vulnerability is exactly why this particular study focuses on design components tailored to women's needs, thinking about things like security, psychological responses to the environment.
And this gender gap, it's not just about individual health right now, is it? The sources mention something about future generations.
That's a really serious point. They bring up the intergenerational impact.
How does that work?
Well, because of the maternal role, the effects of a mother's depression, things like reduced bonding, maybe increased stress in the home environment, can actually transfer negative environmental and emotional inputs to the next generation.
So the design of a park today could literally affect community health down the line.
That's the implication. It elevates this whole discussion way beyond just making nice gardens. It links current design choices directly to long-term societal health, the resilience of future families and communities. It's like a public health multiplier effect.
And the study zeroes in on Tehran. Why there specifically?
Well, the context is important. Iran actually ranks quite high on the WHO's global charts for the prevalence of depression symptoms.
Okay, so there's a pressing need.
Exactly. It makes the search for effective, local, easily implementable therapeutic spaces within cities like Tehran really urgent. It's a public health mandate, almost.
And I guess finding solutions that aren't just about medication is key too.
Definitely. There's a strong drive to find ways to use the existing urban fabric itself as part of the healing process.
Okay, so we've established the problem. The city can contribute to mental health issues, especially for women. How can landscape architecture possibly be part of the cure?
The experts in these sources talk about landscape architecture as the mediating ring.
Mediating ring. What does that mean?
Think of it like the crucial link between your private space, your home, your office, and the big, sometimes chaotic public space of the city.
Oh, okay. Like a buffer zone.
Sort of, but also a connector. It acts as the city health chain, linking individual private health to broader public